But if I put it in this Faraday pouch, cool. So that works. These Faraday cage key fob holders. So right now, if I lock my car, I can go in, I can just grab it and open it because...
Ready to uncover the sneaky ways automakers make you spend more for less? From quirky tech that you don't use to features that sound premium but cause headaches, we're diving into 7 car add-ons you'll regret paying for. Stay tuned to find out if your car is secretly bleeding your budget. Number 1. Built-in GPS navigation systems. Imagine this. You buy a brand new car and spend hundreds, maybe even thousands extra on the fancy built-in GPS system. It feels convenient at first, until you realize your smartphone can do the same job, only better and without the extra cost. Those built-in systems may look sleek, but they often come with a frustrating catch: outdated maps. That means you're stuck using GPS data that doesn't account for new roads or updated traffic patterns. And guess what? Updating them isn't free. Some map updates for these systems can cost upwards of $200. And that's not a one-time fee. It's something you might have to shell out for repeatedly. Meanwhile, apps like Google Maps and Waze are constantly updated in real time, providing accurate routes, live traffic updates, and even accident alerts. One study revealed that over 70% of drivers now prefer using smartphone navigation over built-in systems. It makes sense when you consider how seamless and reliable these apps are, not to mention free with your phone's data plan. On top of that, those built-in systems often lack intuitive features, like voice search or route sharing, making them feel clunky by comparison. So why pay extra for features that can't keep up? Outdated maps are just the beginning, and the hidden costs are even harder to justify. But outdated maps aren't the only thing making modern cars frustrating. Number 2. Overcomplicated touchscreen controls. Ever tried to change the temperature in your car while driving, only to end up tapping the wrong part of the screen? Touchscreen controls might look modern, but they can feel like a usability nightmare when you actually need them. Instead of a quick twist of a knob or the press of a button, these interfaces demand that you take your eyes off the road to navigate multiple menus. Adjusting something as simple as your fan speed shouldn't require a deep dive into a digital display, especially at 60 miles an hour. What's worse is that these screens can be glitchy, freezing up at the worst moments or failing to register your input. A survey conducted by 888 found that touchscreen controls can lead to distractions that last over 8 seconds longer than traditional buttons do. In driving terms, that's hundreds of extra feet traveled with reduced focus. Think about that. The time it takes to scroll and tap through your climate settings could mean missing a hazard ahead. On top of the safety risks, touchscreens can be a pain to maintain. Replacing or repairing them when they malfunction isn't cheap, often running into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. They may look sleek and futuristic, but at what cost? Speaking of costs, some features might even sneakily drain your wallet every time you fill up. Number 3. Premium fuel requirement for standard performance. What if I told you your car's manual might be convincing you to overpay at the pump? Many cars list recommended premium fuel requirements. But for most standard engines, the benefits of premium gas are minimal or non-existent. Premium fuel is marketed as a way to increase performance and efficiency. But unless your car has a high-compression engine designed for it, you're likely wasting money. Automakers often present premium gasoline as a magic fix for better performance. But here's the reality. Standard engines simply don't need the higher octane. Premium fuel burns differently to accommodate high-performance engines, reducing knock and optimizing power. However, if your engine wasn't built for it, you won't see any of those benefits. Studies have confirmed what many drivers suspect. Using premium in cars designed for regular fuel doesn't improve power, fuel economy, or longevity. In fact, A tested this and found no significant difference in performance for over 80% of vehicles suggesting premium fuel. By sticking to regular gas, you're not just saving money. You're avoiding a marketing myth that keeps fuel companies and car makers happy. But not all automatic features are designed to make your life easier. Number 4. Automatic wipers and headlights. Sounds convenient, right? Sensors that handle your wipers and headlights without you lifting a finger. But here's the problem. Automatic doesn't always mean dependable. These systems often react poorly to changing conditions, like headlights flicking on under a bridge or wipers turning on during a harmless mist. On the flip side, they might fail to react quickly when you actually need them. Imagine driving into a tunnel without your headlights adjusting in time. Frustrating, isn't it? Many drivers share similar complaints. As one frustrated user noted, they had to pull the fuse on their automatic wipers because the system performed so poorly. That's a perfect example of how unwanted automation can actually force you to intervene more often, defeating the whole purpose. Others have said they flat out prefer the control of manual settings. A commenter in another forum described manual speed control for wipers as better than auto, showing just how polarizing these features can be. And don't think it ends with inconvenience. The sensors used in automatic systems can be vulnerable to weather damage or electrical issues, leading to pricey repair bills. While specific replacement costs vary, these aren't cheap fixes. Number 5, run flat tires. Imagine paying extra for tires that promise convenience, only to find they deliver frustration instead. That's the reality for many drivers who opt for run flat tires. On paper, they seem like a solid choice, designed to keep you driving even after a puncture. But here's the catch. The downsides often outweigh the benefits. First, there's the price. Run flat tires typically cost 20% to 50% more than standard ones, thanks to their reinforced sidewalls and specialized materials. That's a steep premium, especially considering they're generally not repairable after a puncture. While a traditional tire might only need a patch, a run flat usually has to be replaced entirely, even for minor damage. Unfortunately, this turns what could have been a $20 fix into a bill that's hundreds of dollars higher. Then there's the issue of availability. Run flats aren't as easy to find as regular tires, especially in remote areas or late at night. Drivers often report delays when trying to replace them during emergencies, which defeats their whole purpose. Add to that the notoriously harsh ride quality caused by their stiff construction, and it's clear why many find them uncomfortable and impractical. Number 6, rear entertainment systems. Remember when rear entertainment systems were the ultimate status symbol for family vehicles? They seemed like the height of convenience, keeping the kids entertained on long drives. But today, they're practically outdated the moment you drive off the lot. Why? Because smartphones and tablets have completely taken over their job, and they do it so much better. Rear entertainment systems are expensive add-ons, often bundled with higher trim levels or pricey packages that can easily add hundreds, sometimes over $1,000, to the overall cost of a vehicle. That would be fine, except these systems quickly fall behind. While your phone or tablet gets regular updates with new apps, streaming services, and games, rear entertainment screens often rely on clunky built-in software that rarely, if ever, sees updates. The result? You're stuck with a system that feels slow and limited within just a few years, if not sooner. And speaking of costs, repairs or replacements for these systems can set you back even further if a screen fails, leaving you questioning whether they were worth it in the first place. It's no surprise, then, that sales for these systems are steadily declining. Number 7, keyless entry and push start systems. Keyless entry and push start systems might sound like the ultimate convenience. No more fumbling with keys, just walk up, get in, and drive away. But what happens when this convenience turns into a costly annoyance? These systems are surprisingly vulnerable to both financial and security risks, costing many owners far more than they bargained for. Let's start with a common issue: dead key fob batteries. It's a simple problem, but when your car depends entirely on the signal from that fob, a drained battery can leave you stranded. And if you need a replacement fob, prepare for some sticker shock. Depending on your car's make and model, replacements can range from a few $100s to several hundred more. That's a hefty price to pay just for losing or damaging a tiny device. But the real concern is theft. Relay theft, in particular, has become an increasingly popular way for criminals to exploit the system. Thieves use devices that intercept the signal from your key fob, allowing them to open and start your car without even needing the fob itself. Protecting against this requires extra steps, like storing your keys in Faraday pouches to block the signal. Modern car features may promise convenience and luxury, but many are just unnecessary expenses. Automakers often market these add-ons as must-haves, yet they frequently create more problems than they solve. Whether it's paying extra at the pump, dealing with faulty sensors, or shelling out for pricey repairs. By looking past the hype and evaluating what features truly add value, you can save yourself a lot of money and frustration. Next time you're car shopping, think beyond the marketing and prioritize practicality. Your wallet will thank you. What car features do you regret paying for? Let us know in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.